If you're a business owner and you're into packaging and selling goods, stop wasting money on sellotape and expensive gum. What if I told you that you can make a strong, durable packaging gum at home using just 2 common ingredients? Honestly, this method can help you cut packaging costs, improve your workflow, and help your business save more and earn more. Now, without wasting much of your time, if you're interested and ready to upgrade your packaging game without breaking the bank, watch this video to the end.
Welcome to the Naturally Gifty Vibe, trainer of thousands of smart entrepreneurs across the globe. From learning to create quality cleaning products, to building your brand, growing your business, and living your best DIY lifestyle. This is your calm corner for skills, beauty, health, and income. Welcome to the Naturally Gifty Vibe.
Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'll be teaching how to make easy, affordable gum using just 2 ingredients. Now, the number 1 ingredient you need is cassava. Yes, you heard me right, cassava. You can either use cassava or you can buy cassava starch. Now, all you need to do if you're using cassava is to grate or grind your cassava. Now, if you're grating, please be very careful to avoid injuring yourself. Now, if you're using a blender, which you can either use blender or a food processor, just cut your cassava into smaller chunks and then pour enough water and grind it into a smooth paste. After that, you can move on to the next process. But if you're not using the blending method, you can use the grating method, which is exactly what I'm using in this video. And I actually had to use this method so that if you don't have a blender, you don't feel bad about it. So you can just use your grater. It can be a plastic grater, it can be this type of grater. Any type of grater can do this perfectly. So all you need to do is to grate, and when you're done with this, you can then move on to the next process. So this is after grating my cassava. Now the next thing is to go ahead and pour enough water. Remember, what we need from this is the cassava starch. Now, to obtain the cassava starch, we need to pour enough water and then strain it out. So all you need to do is to pour enough water, just exactly what I'm doing in the video. So when you pour enough water, you'll be needing something to sieve or strain it out. Now, to sieve or strain it out, you need either a cheesecloth or you can use a handkerchief. Now, just in case you don't have a cheesecloth or a handkerchief, you can use any of the chiffon clothes. Just use it to strain it out. It's just that easy and simple. So you're going to need another bowl. Cover it with your cheesecloth or handkerchief. Follow exactly what you're seeing in the video and then go on and strain it. Now, while you're straining, make sure to use enough water and wash off the starch. Now, this will make it very easy when it's time to strain it out. If you don't add enough water, when it's time to strain out, you might easily strain out the starch. But if you put enough water, it will be very easy to strain it, and you're going to see it in the video. So just pay close attention. Now, after straining, this is what we have. We're going to allow the water to sit for about 1 hour, and after that we can then come back to this. Now, you can see immediately you touch it, you can see that the starch will start to float, and that's the reason we need to allow it to settle completely. Then after that we can just use it, and this is exactly what we need. This is the starch. So I'm just going to leave this to settle, and then I'll come back to this. Now, leaving this will take about 1 hour to 2 hours depending on how you want it. And this is after 1 hour. You can see now it has fully settled, and at this point you can easily strain it out. Now, this is how to strain this out. As you can see, there's enough water. Like I said earlier on, if you don't put enough water, straining will be very difficult. Now you can see that straining this, you can see that it's only the water that is coming out, and that's the reason you need enough water. So when you add enough water, it makes it easier to strain out. So you can just gently strain it out, and when you're done with that, you can then move on to the next process. Now take a look at this. This is exactly what we need, a cassava starch. Now please take note, you don't need just any type of starch for this. It must be cassava starch. And just in case you can't go through the stress of making your own cassava starch, you can buy powdered cassava starch. Yes, you can get it from the market, but please do not use cornstarch or any other type of starch for this. It must be cassava starch. Now, after straining out the first water, go on and add another water, but it's going to be a little amount of water, and then you're going to dissolve the starch just the same way we dissolve pap or custard. Yeah, just exactly what you're seeing in the video. And after that, voila, we're almost done with this. So after mixing it well, it's important to make sure you dissolve it well. You know how starch can be. So yeah, that's the reason you need to make sure you dissolve it well before moving on to the next step. Now for the next step, the next ingredient you need is caustic soda. Remember I told you we'll be making this gum with just two ingredients, which is cassava and caustic soda. Yes, caustic soda is the same as sodium hydroxide that we use in soap making. Yes, we need it here. And just in case you're wondering, if we're using just two ingredients, how are we going to preserve this caustic soda can be able to preserve your gum and it won't go bad. Yes, you heard me right. So it possesses a strong chemical agent that can help to preserve your gum without it going bad. So yes, we can just use these two ingredients. So dissolve your caustic soda immediately, and while it's still very much hot, pour it into your dissolved starch and then go on and stir properly. Now take a look at this. Now we're already getting to the point. Now at this point you can see how thick this gum is, so you need to add a little bit more water. But at this stage, be careful not to add too much water. You can just add the water gradually, bit by bit, until you get your desired texture or consistency. Now please take note, mixing is very essential, so it's important to mix it well if you want your gum to come out very perfect. So mix well. And also while you're adding water, be careful not to add much, because if you add too much water, after you leave this to sit for some days, it's going to be too watery and you don't want that, especially if you're making this for sale. Yes, you can make this for sale because a lot of people have need for it, and not everyone have the time to actually make this on their own. So yes, you can actually make this and sell it to earn money. Yes, it's that simple. And if you're using the powdered starch, it's just the same way you make custard. Add a little bit of water to dissolve, and after that go on and pour your caustic soda solution, and yeah, you're good. So go on and mix properly. Now when it comes to adding water to this, if you're making this for sale, I think this consistency is perfect. You don't need to add extra water. Remember, it's something you're making for sale, so if the consistency is too light, they might not really like it. So you just need to leave it at some point, exactly what you're seeing in the video, or you can leave it even a bit more thicker. That way you can be able to make a good sales with this. But if you're making it for personal use, especially if you're using it for packaging in terms of sealing your carton, yeah, you need to loosen it a little bit more by adding more water. So you're going to lose it, add water, mix, and after that you're good. So this is the final consistency. I transferred it into an airtight container where I can store it, and voila, we're good with this. And this is after leaving this to sit for 2 days. Now take a look at the consistency. This is exactly why you need to avoid adding too much water, because once you allow it to sit for like 2 days, the consistency will drop. So you don't want it to be too light. So that's it. Now pay attention to my hand. Can you see how this is gumming my hand? Just when I tell you that with this you can actually gum anything. You can use this the same way you use your normal store-bought gum. Like, it is very durable. It can gum anything, especially if you're into packaging goods. You can use this in place of any gum or Solitape, so it works perfectly well. Now take a look at the consistency. You can see how light. Like I said, if you're making this for commercial purpose, if you're making it for sale, do not add too much water. But if you're making it for personal use, you can just add enough water for your personal use, but don't add it to the point that it won't be able to gum well. So that's it. I'm okay with this consistency, and at this point we're done with this. You can see it turned out really good, and yeah, you can do this if you have need for it. So friend, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Gift and I'm super excited to have you here. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first to watch my next video. And at the end of this video, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments down below, and don't also forget to share this video to your friends. And now to my beautiful, wonderful and amazing Gift team, thank you for being here. God bless you. So friend, I'll see you on my next video, but before then, stay blessed and keep loving one another. Bye.